Hey friends. So I was super hesitant to tell you the story because I felt like it was kind of in your face. But this is a story that happened today during a live coaching call in the Customer First Sales Mastermind that I teach. And today was Recruiting Week. And we were talking about success in recruiting. And so I have a group of people, all of them who are committed to making their network marketing business successful. And if you're one of those people, you got to be around other awesome people like this. So we had a really honest conversation. And I said, what's hard about recruiting? And here are the answers. And I'm just going to share with you. These are my actual notes from my coaching call. Tell me if any of these relate to you. I'm new to all this. What success do I have? What if they ask me about what success do I have? Will they do what they say? Getting people to see the vision. I've been with a few different direct sales company, and this one's the best one. But what will they think about that? How do I convince someone they're not salesy? Or how do I, deal with people who are like, you're successful, but I could never do that. And so I was like, okay, well, let me ask a follow-up question. How many people have you invited to a conversation to learn about how to earn free money or products with your business? And the consensus in the group, I think there was 11 or 12 people on the call, and the consensus was nothing, crickets. Like somebody said one person, and I said, okay, well, if you're all here to build the team, we got to recruit one person a month, launch one person a month. That means we need to have 2 to 4 recruiting conversations per month. That means we need to invite between 6 and 16 recruiting people to recruiting conversations in a given month. And all of the challenges that people were having were not, I keep asking and no one wants to talk to me. It was like all this internal stuff about what would people say. And then I'm worried about that. So I'm not even inviting them. And here's what I posted them today. So this is the part that is kind of harsh. I asked everyone because the type of people that are in our masterminds, they're good people. They're honest people. They have integrity. You can tell they're the kind of people that were really great in other careers. And they're fumbling maybe through the network marketing business, or they want to make it faster and stronger. And so I asked the room, have any of you, do you guys often get fired from your jobs? And they said, no, I've never been fired. And one person said, I was really an amazing hard worker, and I was on my way to get promoted in management, and then I decided to stay home with my kids. And so, no, I've never been fired, right? So we were having this conversation. I said, okay, why haven't you been fired? And they said, well, because I do my job. And I said, if I post to you that your job is to invite 6 to 16 people to recruiting conversation, and then I paused dramatically, of course, because I do understand that coaching is not just education, it's also entertainment a bit. I paused dramatically and I said, would you fire yourself? And it got quiet, and I could see all the light bulbs come off, because it's like, oh my gosh. I said, well, what would happen? Have you guys ever talked in your previous careers to someone who was frustrated or irate or didn't respond positively? And they're like, all the time. And I said, and what'd you do? And they said, well, I just was like, and then I moved forward. And I was like, yeah, what if we did that? What if we did the job? Now, there are some legitimate reasons that the job doesn't happen. And so in the case of this particular client, who at the end said her biggest takeaway was, I don't want to get fired, and so I'm going to do the things. But the big challenge that she mentioned is that she kept talking to her uplines, and they kept saying, you got to, your mindset, your mindset, your mindset. And she's like, I just need to know what to say. And so I was like, here's what to say. To 6 to 16 people a month. And I gave her some language. She's like, okay, I can do that now. And now she's not going to have to get fired. So I think there's a few things that are really important to remember, that whether we're in business for ourselves or if we support somebody else's business by being their employee, we need to be faithful. And this morning I was reading, it's the third, right? Third. Must have been reading in Proverbs 3, and it's something about I'm gonna butcher it right now because I don't. I mean, my Bible's back there, but it's like love and faithfulness. Connect yourself with love and faithfulness. And I looked up what does faithfulness mean, and it's doing what you say you're gonna do, being constant. And I was like, yeah, that's right. We need to be faithful business owners. We can't be on and off all the time. And the real question is like, would you fire yourself? And so what I told him, I don't know if this is like the right thing to say or not. But we don't give refunds, so oh well. I said, well, consider this your discussion memo, and it's time to start doing our jobs. And it's our job to invite and their job to decide. And I think when we look at our jobs in that way, yeah, we might have ups and downs, and we might run into some technical skill hiccups, like this individual did, and we gave her some better language. But if we're really focused on doing our job well, I think we'll find the answers to that. So I am not sure who needs to hear that. I'm also not sure how many people are going to leave the group for a message like that. But what I kind of closed up that conversation with is like 100% you can do it if you do it, but you cannot do it if you don't do it. So if we don't operate our business with love and faithfulness, and instead we operate our business with fear and inconsistency and distraction, we're not going to be able to do it. But what I know is that if you're good at working with people, you like people, you have processes like, here's what I say for this part, and here's what I say for this part, and here's what I do next, and you're good with people, then you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to do a great job. So that was on my mind all day today. I procrastinated, but in my own conviction, of my own love and faithfulness, I realized it wouldn't be appropriate if I did not share that message with you. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about that concept. The concept is not for you to think, yeah, that other person needs to ask themselves that question. The concept is, do I need to ask myself this question, which is something I'll explore as well. So, all right. Love to hear what you think. Bye.